What's going on, everyone? It's Motivational MK, your favorite life insurance agent. Today, I'm going to be breaking down the difference between insurance through your job, insurance outside of your job, okay? So insurance through your job is also known as group life insurance. What does that mean? That means that you get a lot of people life insurance, pennies on the dollar, right? Little to nothing, okay? But you get on a bunch of people, and it's offered in a group setting, right? AKA your job. By the way, only 40% of jobs offer group life insurance, okay? And so we're going to talk about a couple of the key differences between insurance through your job compared to insurance outside of the job. And in this video, I'm going to explain why you might want to consider having insurance outside of the job that you can actually control. Okay, so one of the benefits you could say to group life insurance is that there's no underwriting. Okay, so if you have health concerns, maybe you don't qualify for individual life insurance, you can get group life insurance through the job. Because there's no underwriting, there's no blood, there's no urine. If you have pre-existing health concerns, you can still qualify for life insurance. Other thing here with premiums is that they're actually deducted from your check. So you don't even notice it. It comes out, those couple little $3, $4, $5 out of your check, you're not worried about it. Should you leave your job or your job leaves you, so will your policy. I'll share a story with you. When I first got into the industry, one of my agents sat down with a gentleman, did paperwork, everything. And in the midst of them submitting his application, he's like, hey, I have life insurance through my job. So then the agent said, hey, you only have life insurance through your job. So should you leave your job or your job leaves you, so will your policy. He says, well, I don't plan on leaving my job and I don't plan on losing my job either. A year goes by. Now this is COVID. His sister finds the paperwork that we did for him. And she calls us and she says, hey, I was calling to see if my brother recently got any life insurance because he unexpectedly passed away. We sent our condolences to the family and we let her know that, hey, he mentioned he had life insurance through his job. Then she tells us a couple months after my brother lost his job, he lost his life. And so that means that he didn't have any life insurance at all. And so now his sister's trying to do a fish fry, GoFundMe, questioning if she borrow money from our 401k. So I always encourage people, get life insurance outside of your job that you can actually control. Other thing here is that it's typically not portable. What do I mean by that? You can convert a group life insurance to an individual policy. However, it's going to be very, very expensive had you just got an individual policy to begin with. Living benefits. Do you know of anyone that had a heart attack, stroke, cancer, bad accident? Probably all of us do, safe to say. And would you agree the average person will probably go through some type of financial hardship, maybe because they can't work? Probably so. Well, individual life insurance with the right company, you can actually accelerate your life insurance policy while you're alive. You do not have to pay that money back. That does not come with group life insurance, okay? Then the other thing here is that your face amount is very limited, $25,000 or maybe 1 or 3 times your salary. You have to ask yourself, God forbid you unexpectedly pass away, for whatever reason, you're working at your job, your family gets 1 year's worth of your salary. A portion of it goes to cover your final expenses. How long is that salary actually gonna last your family? A year? What if you have young kids? What if you're married? What if you're a breadwinner for your family? What if you just bought a new home? Now your family has to change their whole entire dynamic, all because you didn't properly plan. And so with individual life insurance, you have to qualify. You qualify medically with your health and your age and your gender. Other thing here is that you pay out of pocket yourself, right? So you pay out of your own dollars for your own policy, okay? Other benefit is that you have it the entire term. So if it's a term policy, you have it for that time limit. If it's a permanent policy, you have it for the rest of your life, okay? So you don't have to worry about it expiring or going away or losing a job and you don't have coverage. You control it. Other thing here is that it is portable. So should you decide to say, maybe you have a term policy, you want to upgrade to a permanent policy, you can convert it. You can keep it for the rest of your life. Other benefit is that it has living benefits. And then when it comes to your face amount, it's based upon the amount of years that you need it, right? You can replace your income for 10, 20 years, get millions of dollars worth of coverage. God forbid you get sick. God forbid you pass away. Your family's taken care of. So if you saw value in this video, go ahead, comment your thoughts below. Let the person know who sent you this video how awesome this video was and what you learned from it. Hit the subscribe button and let's get it. Sheesh.